Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on.
A few years ago, I started watching some videos on social media and online of guys slapping.
Welcome to Power Slap from the fight capital of the world.
I took a deeper dive and
I had a question. What would happen if you did this the right way and had the right marketing and promotion? This thing is a monster. The numbers do not lie.
the reality series did 15 million views, and that's in 12 weeks.
The whole world is paying attention to Power Slap.
Power Slap has certainly been garnering attention all over the world, but social media is where it's taken off like a rocket ship.
Everything today is about going viral, exciting. Power Slap is all of that.
We're going to learn more about the fighters. They're going to get a fan following. This thing's going to explode.
This thing is bigger than anyone could have ever imagined. Power Slap's average view count double the average view count on TikTok for WWE Raw Week. And doubled the NFL's average. Let me say that again. Double the NFL during Super Bowl week. NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. Power Slap is outperforming all of them on TikTok.
The reaction in person, phenomenal. On socials, phenomenal.
We put on the highest quality productions.
The first ever live Power Slap event presented by Rumble.
Did the right promotion.
So many great storylines.
People learn their backgrounds, and they're a fan of them as people.
And got the best sponsors.
Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast.
So everything about this is going to go to the next level.
Power Slap, here to stay.
I love this.
This sport has only existed a few months. Imagine what we'll do over the next few years.
Here we go again after history was made just 2 months ago. Power Slap back in Las Vegas, and for the first time ever, champions set to defend their crowns. 3 belts will be on the line tonight, with middleweight champ John the Machine Davis leading the way. AJ Hinch has his eyes set on being a 3-division champ. Step 1, defending his light heavyweight title tonight. And it's back-to-back main events for the heavyweight king, Wolverine. Power Slap 2, Wolverine versus the bell, presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast for the second time in as many months. The baddest slap fighters on the planet have made their way to Las Vegas, and it's time to get it on in the Power Slap Arena. Welcome, everybody. Dan Hellie alongside the UFC Hall of Famer Michael Bisping. And Bisping, I think it's safe to say, with 9 fights on the card tonight, nobody enjoys calling these more than you do.
Nobody enjoys watching this more than I do. Let me tell you, the action has been absolutely ridiculous. On the prelims, we saw some sensational action. Austin Turpin, keep an eye out for that name, but the main card hasn't even started. Come on, buddy, let's go.
3 championship belts are on the line. We'll get to that in just a minute, but first, we have some good news for you, everybody. Dana White and Power Slap teaming up to provide some of the biggest prizes of all time. They're giving them away tonight. Win a trip to Vegas or a future UFC or Power Slap event to hang with Dana, Steve will do it, Aiden Ross and Elk Boys, or the Bussin' with the Boys crew. It's easy. Enter now. Go to powerslap.com/sweepstakes. Your best chance to win is to watch the remainder of Power Slap 2 on Rumble and enter the code PS2 Rumble with your sweepstakes entry. Finalists will be announced tonight right before the main event. We have our first ever super heavyweight fight, then 3 title fights on the main card tonight. It's the Hawaiian Hitman taking on Slap for Cash, the social media sensation with over 1 million Instagram followers. John the Machine Davis defending his middleweight title against Wesley Drain. A.J. Hints, pound for pound, might be the best out there. He's the light heavyweight champ. Russell Rivera is coming after it. And in our main event, it is Wolverine and Debow. The main event has all kinds of storylines because Debow, the future lawyer, was the assistant coach on Power Slap Road to a title. He knows Wolverine very well. Wolverine, just a good old boy from Arkansas who continues to get it done.
He's a nice guy, he's a family man, he loves his wife, and he loves to slap people's heads off. Last time out, he made history because he became the champ, but he did it by knocking out Darius to destroy it. If you know the history, these two in the past went 27 rounds. On this occasion, he only needed one slap, but that doesn't matter because his opponent, the bell, he likes to ring the bells. He's looking for a knockout. He doesn't care. He said, I used to train him. I know what he's got. I know I can take it. I'm going to put this man to sleep.
In our featured prelim, it's a couple of light heavyweights. Vernon Cathy coming back after being knocked out for the first time. This guy's an absolute monster, taking on another very focused fighter in Alan Klingbeil.
Vernon Cathy, this man was knocking everybody out. One touch, the touch of death, that's all he needed. But they say he can give it, but he can't take it, because when he finally took a slap, he went for a nap. But let me tell you, that's what his opponent, Alan Klingbeil, is hoping for. The man's got a 3-2 record in mixed martial arts. He's trained his whole life. He's done Taekwondo, and he's coming off a victory. And he's also coming into this one extremely confident.
Finally took a snap. He went for a nap. I like that.
Let's go.
You're on your A game already. Here's a look at the rest of the prelims, starting with the pair of welterweight matchups. Emmanuel No Love Muniz taking on Christopher Debow. Cole Young, he's nasty against Anthony Babyface Blackburn. Darius the Destroyer back after the first loss of his career in 18 professional fights against Dorian Perez. And then it's number 1 and number 2 at welterweight, Waylon Frost and Jesus Gaspar Diaz. Let's send it over to Charlie Arnold now with more on our co-main event tonight, featuring one of the best pound-for-pound slap fighters that we have seen, Charlie.
Dan, thank you so much. Yeah, A.J. Hints, we knew from day one that he had a chin of steel, but it wasn't until his 4th power slap fight against Russell Rivera that we found his slap was equally as vicious. He knocked Russell out cold in the opening round, and shortly after, in the days following that fight, said he would love to do it again. So now here we are, not even 6 months later. Hints now the light heavyweight champion after defeating Vernon Cathy in the exact same fashion, and now ready to run it back against Rivera. And this time, he says he is going to get the exact same job done, and the title on the line as well. And lucky for the champ, he won the coin toss yet again, which means he will be slapping first. But Rivera is not at all intimidated. He also has some momentum on his side, as he just got the TKO victory over Isaiah Quinones at Power Slap 1 himself, and says right now he is relishing the fact that he will finally, hopefully, get his hands on AJ. So when you look at this, you look at what both of them have been able to accomplish since this for Rivera, it's about pride, it's about redemption. He says that he already knows exactly how this rematch is going to end. He told me, I am going to enter the Power Slap arena and stand across from AJ, look at his chin, and take it home from me. I am going to sink AJ like a ship. Guys, this is the co-main clash, and as you can tell, it's about a whole lot more than just the title. It is about bragging rights as well. Dan, back to you.
No doubt about it. Thank you, Charlie. Both of these men very motivated. You see the champ there, A.J. Hints, Rivera at number 3, Quinones and T.J. Thomas, rounding out your top 5 light heavyweights in Power Slap. Let's take a look at the rules of Power Slap now, brought to you by Rumble, bold and free. Download the Rumble app or visit rumble.com. For the striker, they must use a flat, open hand to the cheek or a clubbing foul will be assessed. Feet have to be grounded, no pivoting or stepping. You must declare a hand and a number prior to delivering the strike. The defender, no chin tucking or flinching. Flinching is massive. It's a point deduction, and the striker goes again. The defender does receive 60 seconds to recover after each strike. 3 fouls get you DQ'd. The defender does get 2 minutes to recover after they've been fouled. Power Slap is using instant replay, and if there isn't a finish, we will go to the judges' scorecards. Winning the coin toss only has a slight advantage, according to the numbers. Of the 51 Power Slap matches we've had over the last year, the coin toss winners have won 53% of the time. Speaking of coin toss winners, Emmanuel Muniz won and will strike first against Christopher Debow. One more number to consider. 19% of the coin toss winners have won by first round knockout. You know what time it is, Michael Bisping?
Time to go.
And here we go. It's time to get the party started. After 2 months in hibernation, the Power Slap table rises once again with our first match of the night. Emmanuel No Love Muniz back for his 5th fight in the Power Slap promotion against Christopher Full Metal Debow. Muniz sitting as a 2-1 favorite. Debow at plus 160 on the return for this matchup. Power Slap 2 available for betting right now. You can place your bets at the casino or online at Station Casinos, DraftKings, or your favorite sports book. A March win put a number next to Christopher Debow's name in the welterweight top 10. And taking the Texans' place in the 170-pound pecking order is all the motivation Emmanuel Muniz needs. An experienced Power Slap competitor with 4 fights already under the Sports Premier banner, despite being just 23 years old, Emmanuel Muniz knows he's in for a fight with Christopher Debow. But he also believes that the former football player from Texas has never been hit the way No Love will be throwing hands tonight in the Apex. Fresh off of a unanimous decision victory over Andrew Fields in March, Debow is a welcome addition to the Power Slap roster. And if he can impressively topple his more seasoned foe, his number 5 ranking will undoubtedly rise even higher. Coming up next, Emmanuel No Love Muniz faces Christopher Full Metal Debow. These fighter walkouts brought to you by 10X World, 10X your business, 10X your income, 10X your life. Go to 10xworld.com. Christopher Full Metal Debow coming in as the number 5 ranked welterweight in Power Slap. Didn't have a lot of experience going into his debut in Power Slap 1. Still pulled out the win over Andrew Fields, and now he's really worked on refining his technique.
And for those that don't know, Andrew Fields had a stunning victory here tonight, so that was a sensational win last time. But he learned from it, as you said. He hasn't been a part of this for very long, and last time he was worried about stepping, so he was focusing on that too much. Feels that it affected his power. Also learned not to keep his arm completely straight. So this time, we're going to keep it just angled ever so slightly. Kind of damaged his bicep last time, so this time refined his technique, worked hard on his strength and his power, and looking for a knockout.
27-year-old from College Station, Texas, looking ready to roll. Emmanuel No Love Muniz coming in as the -200 favorite. He did win the toss. A good athlete here, former all-conference linebacker in high school in Southern California. He moved down a weight class after losing 15 pounds. Feels really good about where he is, Charlie.
Yeah, you know, this is a guy that has a lot of duality because his nickname, we all know it's No Love, and while that may be true right here in the Power Slap arena, outside, the guy is really all love because we last saw him in March, and since then he has taken over as primary caregiver of his 16-year-old younger brother, Art, because his mother was having trouble keeping him in line. So Muniz says his brother always used to misbehave, but now under his care, he's doing better in school, he has better discipline, he has a lot more respect for his elders, and Muniz, he gets bonus points tonight because his little brother, guys, a huge fight fan.
Yeah, that's right. His brother Art is a massive slap fighting fan. And listen, Muniz, he's trying to be that positive role model that all young men need. Is making sure he does his homework, he stays on the straight and narrow. And speaking of straight and narrow, that's the kind of shot that Muniz is looking to land tonight. Done a lot of training for this one, a lot of mixed martial arts, a lot of lifting weights, and we're about to get started.
Time for the tail of the tape for our first fight of the night. Muniz with the height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage as well. Again, won the toss, will go first. A -200 favorite is Emmanuel No Love Muniz. Let's send it to our Power Slap announcer, Justin Bernard, to get things started.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on! Welcome to the Power Slap Arena, live from the Fight Mecca, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Power Slap 2, Wolverine versus the Bell. This first match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap welterweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, with a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Out of College Station, Texas, Christopher Full Metal Debow. And now introducing his opponent out of the red corner with a professional record, 2 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in officially at 171 pounds. Out of Ontario, California, Emmanuel No Love Muniz. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Jason Herzog. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Emmanuel Muniz.
19% of the strikers who have won the toss have won the match. Over the course of power slap history, Emmanuel No Love Muniz gets the opportunity to strike first. Certainly has more experience with 4 matches under his belt already. And remember, he's moved down a weight class, has good power, very good athlete is No Love.
Yeah, the question is though, will the power come with him? If he's cut down the correct way, there's a good chance it will. But sometimes cutting out the carbs means cutting out the power, not turning off the lights. But let's take a look.
1, 2.
My goodness.
Debow is down, but he's right back up. Gotta be careful doing that so quickly. If you wobble, they will stop the fight.
Fight is good.
Jason Herzog says Debow is good.
Just a solid strike here by Emmanuel Muniz. Doesn't look like he lost any power to meet, Bisping.
No, lots of power there, and the crowd were loving that one. What a way to get the night started. The first slap and the first knockdown. And look at this. These two are friends. Debow actually said they went shopping with each other earlier this week. It's all good. It's only competition.
Right on 3.
I've only
Right
got
on
to be a
3.
dick for 10 minutes. Right on 3.
1.
Look at the squat down.
2.
Clubbing. They're going to call clubbing. That's a point deduction. He landed on the neck.
Well, so that's a foul. So that's a point deduction.
Yes.
And Muniz took that without a problem.
Yeah, Muniz was unfazed.
Took it in his stride.
Hey, Steve, wrong bet, bud. Wrong bet.
Yeah, it was a little low.
Fighter set. Fighter set.
Huh? He took that like they were going for a stroll down the strip.
Okay, you ready here?
Yeah, right on 3.
All right, so
Right
get a
on
point
3.
deduction.
Right on 3.
Huge penalty here as Muniz set to strike again.
1, 2.
Oh, that's a massive shot.
Solid.
Debow takes it, stays on the feet. I mean, that man has a chin.
Debow's tough, man.
Look at him. Look at the mark on the face as well. There was a lot of power in that shot. Debow, man, that's impressive.
Daps him up, shows a little respect there, and now he says, I'm coming for your neck.
Fair blow, right? Good fair blow. Good strike. Fighter set. Fighter set. Wait, your count.
On 3.
On 3.
All right, on 3, Herzog wants the count. He's focused on having a slight bend in the elbow here. Let's see if it works second time around.
Oh, he missed it in the slow-mo. And he missed it in the real time. Telling me that was a waste of a slap.
Fair blow.
The fair blow. That was like no blow. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen weaker blows than that. I don't say it was no blow.
Charlie could hit me harder than that.
She probably could. I saw her at the gym today. She's strong.
You good?
Yeah.
Which hand and which
Right on 3.
Right on 3.
Keep in mind, these first
right on
two
3.
have been serious blows that Muniz has landed.
2.
Oh, that's it.
Down he goes.
You know, you can only take so much. He's got all the will in the world.
5.
And that's what got him back to his feet.
7.
Take the time.
He sits him down. He says he's good. I don't know how good he is. To
To
be honest, I don't think it's going to matter here.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, good.
He's good.
So he's going to get a last strike here, and he's going to need the knockout really to win this the way it's been going.
He needs to make up some ground.
All right, bro. Just one more, all right? Just one more. So let's keep it accurate, bro. Take your time. Yeah.
1 point.
Take your time.
Oh, a stepping foul means a point deduction for no love.
We got a foul, so we got 2 minutes to
Technically,
go, bro,
there
right?
shouldn't have been a count, but let's look at the feet.
Oh, see, there it is right there. That left heel comes way up.
Yeah, you got some time.
And the right foot comes up way too high.
So that allows you to get more power, more torque, more rotation into the shot.
Nice and cold, right, brother?
So
Wake
he
you
really
up.
essentially
Wake you
stepped
up.
twice with the left foot and then the right foot. Seemed like there was
Yeah,
a
your
minor
adrenaline's flowing, brother. Take some deep
miscommunication
breaths,
there.
brother. Take some deep breaths, baby.
That's a big deduction. So
deep
now
breaths,
all of
baby.
a sudden, the window of opportunity is open for Debow.
I mean, he just took a hard shot, though. And let's be honest, he's lucky. I mean, listen, it was a foul blow
we're
anyway.
good. We got a minute and 11, buddy.
But he's lucky that
Yeah,
Jason
well,
Perez
yeah, when
allowed
we're
him
good,
to
when we're good.
continue.
Yeah, I get 2 slaps.
Well, and on the flip side,
On the flip side,
had he not been able to continue, he would have won because Muniz would have been disqualified.
No problem. We're taking our time.
So there's still time. Wisely, Debow, being coached up by Ryan Phillips, deciding to take as much time as he needs until the clock runs out.
Yeah, well, he's got 40 seconds. Well, 35 now.
But
Yeah, we got
why not
about
take it all,
15
right?
seconds.
Well, take it all, but just make sure you
We're
get
gonna
your
take a little bit
slapping.
more.
Well, what do we always say
Yeah, you know.
in the
You know,
UFC?
buddy.
You know,
We're
if you
tough
take a
in this
shot
bitch,
to the
right?
family
That's right,
jewels,
buddy. It just
take
be
your
like
time.
that.
Yeah, but they get 5
You
minutes.
know,
He's got
buddy.
23
We got
seconds
this
left.
shit, all right? All right. All right, we're good. Let's go,
They've got to
buddy.
get back.
All right, guys.
You got
Fighters
this.
to the center.
Aim for the chin. Aim for the
Competitors to the
fucking
center.
chin.
Ryan Phillips, expert coach.
So-
aim for the
shots,
chin.
right?
Round
Clean
1,
shot, aim
10-8.
well.
Round
Clean
2,
shot, chin up,
10-9.
right
He's
there.
still down in
One
both
hand and
rounds,
one
still
count.
needs the
Right on
knockout
three,
for the
fighter
victory.
set, right
on
on
3,
three.
Debow
Right on
going for
three.
the kill.
Okay, now they've reset the clock. Okay. Needs a big one.
2. Foul, clubbing.
That looked like a clubbing there.
Foul, clubbing. Foul, clubbing. Foul, clubbing.
That's not going to do it.
Damn it.
No love, going to pull it out.
Yep.
I'm surprised we've seen this many fouls because it's been relatively clean. We've seen guys working on technique. Both of these guys have talked about how much they've focused on technique. Manuel No Love Muniz, who was in the slap mansion.
Yeah, but that said,
Steve.
Dan,
Hey, Chris.
a lot of them
Did
said
you see
this
my
week,
first-
you know, it's all
when
well
he
and
did a
good when they're
clubbing,
training,
when I called clubbing
when
in the
they're up
first
there on the power slap platform, the cameras, the lights. Last time people say Mark Wahlberg and Hasbulla were there.
Right.
You know, it takes them off their game.
There's a look at your scorecard, Bisping. I think that's pretty accurate. I agree with you every step of the way here. Well done. Nicely done.
Well, thank you, sir. 28-25. Emmanuel No Love Muniz takes it home tonight.
Landed some big blows. Sat Debow down. Look at that damage on Debow's face.
Yeah, that's going to hurt in the morning. That's going to stink.
That's as bad as we've seen in a while.
Would have been nice to win, though. It was a war, man.
How about our Slate recovery? Brought to you by Slate Milk. Fuel up with Slate's delicious high-protein drink. Slate making you strong in round 2.
I mean, what a recovery, though, from Christopher Debow. Hurt there, clearly dazed and confused. All the will in the world, works his way back to the feet and stays in the competition. I mean, you can see the determination in the eyes. Full respect to Christopher Debow. And that is swelling up by the second.
Yeah, it's going to be the size of a softball in an hour or two. Look at it, even behind the ear. All right, let's take a look at round by round, Michael. This is how it went down. Muniz going first.
Massive wind-up, powerful slap. And straight away, there it is. I mean, Debow taking shot after shot. I mean, he's tough as they come. That was definitely a club. From that angle there, you could clearly see it. Once again, Muniz, but he's a stepper. Stepping's not allowed. Debow gets a little payback, but it's not enough.
All right, waiting for them to sort things out on the scorecards here. Seems pretty cut and dry to me, but you can see the stepping there.
Massive step.
Listen, he's been doing this for far too long to still be making those mistakes. This is his 5th power slap match.
They've been stepping, they've been clubbing, throwing the rule book out the window.
But you're right. When the juices get flowing,
that's it.
When the crowd is here under the bright lights in the power slap arena, you would know better than anyone. It's a different feeling.
The butterflies, the adrenaline, the desire to perform, and more importantly, to win. You know, it kind of takes over the body. The mind rules the body, you know, and you want to put everything into a shot, but you've got to remember the rules. You've got to keep the feet planted. You've got to connect with the proper part of the hand, you know, and just a split second, a tiny little adjustment, they would have been legal, but you get it wrong ever so slightly, that could cost you the game.
What is going on here? I mean, even a guy like you can do the math on this one. It's not that complicated.
Even a guy like me. I'm offended.
You should be. Well, hopefully they get this ironed out quickly, because obviously No Love going to get some love tonight when these scorecards come out. He clearly won this fight. He was the favorite going in at -200. He won the toss. He sat Debow down, and he's trying to move to 3-2 in power slap. And we touched on it earlier, but he moved down to welterweight. He lost 15 pounds. By everything I saw here tonight, it did not look like Emmanuel Muniz lost any power.
No, 3 hard blows. It's only because of Christopher Debow that we saw a decision. Other men would have failed.
It's a great point.
Fallen, sorry, and they wouldn't have got back up.
Yeah, the 27-year-old from College Station, Texas, man, he is one tough dude. I'll tell you what, you could have easily not gotten up from a couple of those shots, and he got up, he faced the music, and you can see that he paid the price on that left side of his face. And finally, the official decision brought to you by Kudo Snacks, Kudo Protein Popcorn. Get pop with Kudo today at kudosnacks.com. Let's send it to our power slap announcer, Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 29-25, 29-26, and 27-25 for the winner by unanimous decision, Emmanuel "No Love" Muniz.
Another one.
Just another day at the office for Emmanuel Muniz. Very chill. I'm sure his little brother Art, who's living with him now, the 16-year-old.
Shout out everyone. Thank you for everyone who supported me. We're going to keep going on to the next one.
Keep it rolling. His girlfriend Allison has been very supportive as well. So supportive. Oh, how about that? One of the Nelk boys handing him a little cash.
Steve will do it, giving him a little bonus. You know, Emmanuel's got no love, but I got to say, that was no surprise. The judges took their sweet time doing that very basic math that apparently even I can do.
So he gets a happy dad. He gets a little cash. Are they going to shotgun these beers here?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
now
Steve
it's a
will
party.
do it.
Steve will do it.
Oh, here we go. I want to see who actually wins this. This is kind of like Power Slap's version of a shoey, Bisping.
He's using the necklace.
Oh, that's beautiful. I hope Muniz can. Oh, he can go. He didn't open it up yet. He forgot to open it up. I think Steve will do it to an expert.
Over here, I'll take one.
I know. What's going on?
Come on.
Oh, that was well done. That was really well done. Emmanuel "No Love" Muniz. I was telling you about his girlfriend, Allison. She trains with him, holds mitts for him. Very, very encouraging. And what a performance he put on here, sitting down Christopher Debow and getting win number 3 in power slap. He's with Charlie Arnold now.
Here with Emmanuel Muniz. I'm going to give you the win on that shotgun. So how's it feel to be 2 for 2 in victories tonight?
It was great, especially against someone like Steve. I know he's a professional at shotgunning. So to get that win, honestly, probably the best win of my night. Just carry forward, keep shotgunning, learning to go pound for pound with some of these college guys.
Well, let's talk about the win on the stage. How'd that one feel? I mean, I know that the decision took a little while to come down, but surely you realized you had done enough to get the victory.
Yeah, no, I felt real confident. I mean, he didn't move me the slightest bit. I ate all the shots. These guys down here at welterweight are too small for me. So I'm just going to keep trucking forward. I got to work on a little bit of technique. I got to be able to put them down. I want to get those knockouts. So I'm going to keep moving forward. This felt great.
Well, you talked to us about what you were up to between fights. You said you were working a lot on your accuracy, on your consistency, also dropping some weight. Do you feel like all of that paid off here?
Yeah, definitely. I feel a lot more at a natural weight here. It's more comfortable for me. You know, I was getting pretty big for 185, a little bigger than I wanted to be. So down here at 170, I feel great, feel real athletic, real fit. So just a little more fine tuning will be there.
So what do you think should be next for you here in Power Slap?
Definitely I want to move into, I know Cole Young's probably next if he can handle business here tonight. So probably just a #1 contender spot, get myself to a title shot.
All right, well, no love, getting all the love tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Charlie, and what a performance by Emmanuel No Love Muniz. Could be in line for a title shot in the very near future. The first match of Power Slap 2 in the books. To watch Power Slap 2 live and free, download or open the Rumble app now, or you can just go to rumble.com. It's super easy. Rumble's the home of Power Slap and the only place to watch the rest of the card. Easy to find. We have 8 fights to go. It's going to be a historic night here from Las Vegas, Nevada, and you don't want to miss it. The action just getting started. If you're watching us anywhere else right now, go to the Rumble app or go to rumble.com. Our second match of the night coming up after tasting victory in his debut. Anthony Blackburn wins the toss and will strike first against his most dangerous opponent yet. Recent victories put Cole Young and Anthony Blackburn in the top 10 at 170 pounds. Now it's up to one of them to surge ahead in tonight's showdown and prove who the top welterweight prospect is.
A chance meeting on a flight to Las Vegas put New York's Cole Young and Detroit's Anthony Blackburn on each other's radar, with the knowledge that the two welterweights would one day face off in the Power Slap arena. Tonight, after Young knocked out Jay Rivera and Blackburn stopped James Santamaria, it's game time for these 170-pounders. And even though all has been cordial between these two top 10 contenders, when the referee waves them into battle, it's going to be bombs away for these two fighters who only know one path to victory, and that's when there are no judges necessary. Coming up next, Cole Young battles Anthony Babyface Blackburn.
Anthony Babyface Blackburn won the toss. He is the -145 favorite. Made his debut on Power Slap 1. KO'd James Santamaria in the second round. How about this, though, Michael? Says he didn't remember anything until the match was over, went into a total zone, almost blacked out.
And that's how it is. I mean, listen, a lot of the time in my fights when I was competing, even when I won, I had no idea what happened until you watched it back afterwards, and that's what he said. As you mentioned, got a great knockout last time out, looking to repeat that. Since last time we saw him, he's moved to Detroit. He's working at some restaurants, he works on trucks. He stays very, very busy, but he's been training very hard for this one. He was 200 pounds when he signed up, now he's cut down to 175, following a very, very strict diet. Keto only, no carbohydrates, but throwing a few beers in while he's at it. You know, keto with a bit of beer. A man after my own heart.
You call it keto, I call it a steak and beer diet. Like,
Steak
that's
and
it.
beer,
He
like
said,
a real man.
All I really eat is steak. Tough to do when you work at a pizza place in his hometown of Wyandotte, Michigan. Says he wants to continue his Power Slap career and hopefully earn enough money so he can start his own pizza place. You mentioned it, been studying a lot of different techniques, especially an extended wind-up. That's the one thing he's really focused on. Been watching a lot of other guys. Anthony Babyface Blackburn trying to improve to 2-0 in Power Slap, the pride of Wyandotte, Michigan. He is the number 4 ranked welterweight contender, Cole Young, 26 years old, from Hornell, New York, a +115 underdog despite the fact that he was shot out of a cannon in his debut at Power Slap 1, a devastating first-round knockout of Jay Rivera, and this guy is unbelievable when you watch him and you know his story. It really is one.
Yeah, the story is kind of heartbreaking. Listen, in life we all need a why. His why is his son, who sadly is diagnosed with a condition called CDG. So competing in Power Slam allows him not to work full time, so he can spend as much time as possible at home with his young son. Listen, this man's got an extensive background in various sports. He's done mixed martial arts, he's done kickboxing, he's played baseball, and that baseball he feels will really allow him to get a good amount of torque, generate a lot of power. When he's not doing that, when he's not competing, he's out there killing things. The man's a hunter, he's a taxidermy specialist. Spurs and furs taxidermy, pardon me.
A little more showmanship from Cole Young this time around as we take a look at the tail of the tape. The underdog is 2 inches taller and has a 2-inch reach advantage on the favorite, Wyandotte, Michigan, Anthony Blackburn. Let's send it to our Power Slap announcer, Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Power Slap welterweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, with a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Out of Detroit, Michigan, Anthony Babyface Blackburn.
Come on, Babyface, let's go.
And now, introducing his opponent, out of the red corner, with a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 169.5 pounds. Out of Hornell, New York, he's a number 4 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Cole Fulson Young. And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Chris Tione. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Anthony Blackburn.
So one thing to remember here, Cole Young has never been
right
slapped, so this will be the first time. He has practiced eating shots. One of the few slap fighters we've heard that does this. He wears headgear, and he has his MMA coach go to about 75–80% practice eating shots.
I mean, listen, that's not a bad idea. He's the only person to bring that up, but you kind of got to get used to that. You know, that's why you spar
right on
boxing,
one with a
mixed
measure.
martial arts, whatever it is. You got to get used to taking shots. So he's done that. He's been there, done it, but not on the Power Slap stage. Oh, that's a good wind-up.
But look at Cole Young just shaking it off.
Look at that, the man's an animal. Just takes it, walks around. Fair blow indeed. He doesn't care. Foul blow, fair blow. He's here for all of it.
That was a nice shot by Blackburn. I can't believe Cole Young ate that like he did.
Move in, move in, move in, move in. Right there.
A lot of power. I mean, you could hear the impact. Did not phase him one little bit.
Get set.
Cole Young is an absolute assassin.
Right on 3.
I don't know if Blackburn's going to make it through this.
You must measure.
Yeah, and you can see, that was the first time he's taken a shot. You can see the relief in his eyes. He's like, I've got this, I can take it. I'm going to put this man to sleep.
Ooh, Babyface eats it.
Yeah, but the left eye swelled up instantly.
You good?
Come on.
His left eye, Michael, I don't know if you remember from our meeting, it's already swollen up. It's kind of
good job.
You're right.
Injury
You're
when
right.
he was younger.
You're right. I'm a fool.
No. It's easy to forget.
You called me a fool. It's fine.
I would never do that.
You good? You said I can't add up earlier.
I did say that.
All right, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
With a measure. Okay.
Anthony Blackburn, here we go again.
Both guys landed big shots. Both guys have eaten them. Round 2 for Blackburn.
That's a hell of a shot. And again, though, look at that. As soon as he takes it, he storms off, and he's like, come on, I got this.
It's almost like a strategy, like a mini roll. Like he's walking away right after. Come in. I don't know if that reduces the impact at all, but I think it's brilliant.
Go ahead and get set.
You see it here. Definitely.
Look at the side of his face. Cole Young.
Right there.
As red as a tomato. How about the crowd? Oh, Taylor Lewan in the house. One of the Bussin' with the Boys guys. Nice to see.
Right on 3.
He's loving it.
Right on 3 with a measure.
All right, Cole Young. Right on 3. with the measure.
1.
See the bend in the arm.
2.
That's a big one. This would rock babyface a little more than that first round strike. Deep breath, exhaling, taking his time.
Fair blow.
These guys are freaking animals, both of them.
Yeah, you see Blackburn there.
Baby, we got some time.
I mean,
We got some
obviously,
time.
nobody
He's hitting you
enjoys
in the
that. But
eye.
he kind of
What
gets
the
a little
fuck is that, bro?
smirk. Look at it here.
Yeah, what's up
Closes
with
the
the eye, man?
eyes, takes the
Boom,
shot.
that's an eye shot.
The face distorts, stays on the feet.
Let's chill out. Let's chill out. What, we got 30?
Crowder on their
Let's go.
feet.
Competitor set.
Let's go at 15, okay? Let's go at 15.
Ryan Phillips
Yes, sir.
20 seconds.
is coaching
you.
him up, telling him to take more time. Dan Helly, Michael
All right, we good,
Bisping,
we good, we
Charlie
good.
Arnold here with you on
Get up
Rumble.
there. Do it again.
It's
Let's go.
Power Slap 2. This is our second match of the night. It has been a back and forth affair.
on.
Both
Right
of
on
these guys
one.
performing at a very high level here in Las Vegas.
Measure.
That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It doesn't seem to affect him at all.
It doesn't affect him, but come on, look at the redness on his face.
Hey, all you got here. Hey, for everything, bro. For everything, right here.
That was a really good shot.
Move forward just a little.
He just moves right out of it.
Hell yeah, baby. Good shit, baby.
Stay set.
Good fucking shit.
Stay set right there.
And then he smiles straight away. He loves it.
That's his MO.
Right on 3
so
with
he
the
needs
measure.
a clean strike
That
here.
is your measure.
If he won the first 2 rounds, which is up in the air, here it goes.
A little short, that one. You can tell by the sound of the impact.
More fingers than palm.
More fingers.
And they called a stepping foul on Cole Young. That's devastating.
That's not good.
It's a 1-point deduction for stepping.
Foul red,
That's
stepping.
a killer.
Foul red, stepping.
This
Foul
could
red,
potentially cost him
stepping.
the fight right here. Oh, that's a tough one. That's really close. You're allowed to have a minor heel lift. In my opinion, that's exactly what that was.
That was unlucky.
That wasn't like Emmanuel Muniz.
No, it wasn't a blatant foul.
No, that's a tough one.
3 times. You rocked him 3 times. You stood there and ate that shit, brother.
Ryan Phillips, he came over to me before. He said, listen, I'm not a hype man, I'm a coach. I'm like, you're a coach, but you were doing a pretty good job.
You could be a coach and a hype man, too.
There you go. That's what I said. Let's have a look here. Look at the feet. Look at the heels.
It's so minor.
He pivoted a little bit. The heel came off the ground. But it wasn't crazy bad.
It was not egregious.
That's the word I was looking for.
I guess by the letter of the law is that stepping, yes, but it is the most minor infraction of stepping. That is going over the speed limit by 5 miles an hour and getting a ticket.
Clean too. That was like the
That's
wrong
what that
thing
is.
to fuck up on, man. You're good, bro. I think you got it.
All right, Bisping, you have been hard at work putting your scorecard together.
Hey, you look good,
I
bro.
have.
Right now, we're looking at a draw. Potentially. Let's see what the judges
Well, it looks to be.
decide.
Good job. You already had one coming in, bud. You already had a black guy coming in.
This is one of those occasions, rare occasions, where I hope I'm wrong. I always like to see somebody go home a winner. You know, when you sacrifice this amount, no matter what competitive realm it is. Saying that, though, I'm sure both guys would rather have a draw than go home a loser.
Good shit. That was fucking fun. That was fucking fun.
Look at these guys. They're loving it.
My face is rocked, man. My eyes all blurry and shit.
Yeah, his eyes screwed up there. Look at that
Look
thing,
at
man.
that. Oh, man.
Keep an eye
That's
out.
going to get worse.
Keep an eye out for Blackburn.
You can borrow one of my eyes if he wants.
Oh, jeez.
I've got a few spare ones.
I don't think you have any spare ones. Any spare real ones.
Yeah, literally.
These guys are actually buddies.
Yeah.
They were talking a lot of smack during the deal, and Anthony Blackburn said, listen, if there's anybody I want to win besides me, it's Cole Young.
You know, in mixed martial arts, the #1 criteria is damage. If we're looking at damage, Cole Young takes that.
This is
But let's
the
take
first
a
round.
look. Round 1 here. Good shot, big shot, and well taken by Cole Young. He responds in kind. Hell of a blow. Round 2. Same again. Once again, Cole Young just walks away.
These guys were going toe-to-toe. An impressive match. Let's send it to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 29-27, Blackburn, 28-28, and 28-28. This match is a majority draw.
I mean,
we both get paid.
They are annoying.
That was fucking huge, bro.
A majority draw. I think it was the right decision. How about this, man? The numbers are huge. Over 2 billion video views on social media for Power Slap. 4.2 million followers on Power Slap social combined. Jules Scott at 352 million video views on TikTok. That's the #1 sports post. Amazing. Dana White and Power Slap are teaming up to provide some of the biggest prizes of all time, and they're giving them away tonight. You can win a trip to Vegas or a future UFC or Power Slap event. You're going to hang with Dana, Steve will do it, Aiden Ross, Nelk Boys, or the Bussin' with the Boys crew. Enter now at powerslap.com/sweepstakes. Your best chance to win is to watch the remainder of Power Slap 2 on Rumble and enter the code PS2Rumble on your sweepstakes entry. Finalists will be announced tonight right before the main event. Coming up, it's Darius the Destroyer, the most experienced striker in the promotion, carrying a 17-1 record into tonight's matchup with Dorian Perez. Destroyer, a -230 favorite, so the veteran is favored over the undefeated Dorian Perez, who's a +180 underdog. Unbeaten in Power Slap, Dorian Perez is intent on getting to a world title shot sooner rather than later, and he can make that goal a reality should he get Darius the Destroyer down tonight.
One of the top slap fighters in the world, pound for pound, the reputation of Darius the Destroyer Mata-Varona was established long before he stepped into the Power Slap arena in March. But as he begins the road back to the heavyweight title, there is only one obstacle in his way, and he intends on removing Dorian Perez from his path tonight. Owner of a perfect 3-0 record in Power Slap, California's Perez knows what's at stake when he faces Mata-Varona, and he is both amped up for the opportunity and eager to make a statement against an elite opponent. Coming up next, Darius the Destroyer Mata-Varona squares off against Dorian Disturbing the Peace Perez.
In walks Dorian Disturbing the Peace Perez, a +190 underdog. He has yet to lose, a perfect 3-0 in Power Slap after his TKO win against Frank the Tank. Been working on strength and a lot of other things, Charlie.
Yeah, Dan, a very impressive record. He has a lot of motivation coming into this one from a few different angles, I might add. The first of which, he was a kid of mixed ethnicity, so he says he was frequently bullied and it would lead to a lot of street fights, so that fire still burns inside of him as he takes the Power Slap stage. But there's a second reason for motivation. That's his little brother, Isaiah, is his biggest fan, and he actually loves him so much that he took up MMA as soon as Dorian started doing his Power Slap. So Dorian's goal is to one day become heavyweight champion to further inspire his brother, and he's already got another accolade under his belt. And Dan, that's the fact that he's the current Street Beefs Westcote heavyweight boxing champion.
And he actually said, and by the way, this guy's a cool guy when you speak to him, hell of a personality, which you can see right now, putting on a show. He's a nice guy, but he said, I have impeccable defense. I said, how do you have impeccable defense? You've just got to stand there. He said, I have an impeccable chin. I'm like, all right, fair enough. He used to play a lot of football, used to use his head as a weapon. This man's got a head of concrete. Looking forward to this one. This man's a psycho in the best possible way.
Comes Darius the Destroyer again, wearing no shoes. He was a perfect 17-0 before he lost to Wolverine. That was the heavyweight title fight at Power Slap 1. He wins the toss. He'll go first tonight. He's a -230 favorite. And this is a guy who was, listen, He was the guy. He was the it dude in slaps. 17 straight wins, and then he tasted losing for the first time in his career, something he's never tasted before.
It's such a shame for him because he's a lovely guy when you speak to him, focused on becoming a professional mixed martial artist. But yes, he's the man when it comes to slap boxing. But when he got to the big show on Power Slap, he'd beaten the Wolverine 3 times. However, on the 4th, he gets slept in 1. He said, listen, in the past, I have taken over 150 shots. I've been slapped 150 times, and I've never even been stumbled. But that's just fate. That's sometimes the way the cards get dealt, because that wasn't his night, but he's here for redemption. He's a big man. He's motivated. Let's go.
Says he's working a lot harder, has to have a short memory. As we take a look at the tail of the tape, both men stand 6 feet 1 inch tall, and you can see a 2.5 inch reach advantage for the underdog Dorian Perez. Justin Bernard, we hand it off to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, with a professional record, 3 wins, 0 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in officially at 264 pounds. Out of San Isidro, California, he is a number 3 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. Dorian, disturbing the peace, Perez. And now introducing his opponent out of the red corner with a professional record, 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 264 pounds. Out of Branson, Missouri, he is a number 2 ranked heavyweight contender in the world. Darius, the Destroyer, Mata-Varona. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Kerry Hatley. Winner of the coin toss and striking first is Darius Mata-Varona.
Thank you, Olivia and Sabrina. As we take a look at the props to watch, the bookmakers have this one at 130 on the yes to end inside the first round, plus 100 on the no for us to see a second.
All right, here we go, gentlemen.
All right,
please.
Let's see what Darius has. This will be the first time he's actually thrown a slap.
Red's won
Big
the coin
reputation,
toss, hand
supposedly gigantic power.
Okay, Red is elected right on 3. You must measure.
The no shoe look is interesting. He went with that last time. Kind of surprised he's doing it again.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
1.
The shoes give you traction.
2.
Traction equals power.
Foul. Clubbing.
Foul. Look at that. Perez with the showmanship.
Got a club.
Interesting that he doesn't wear the shoes.
It makes no sense to me.
1 point clubbing. 1 point clubbing. 1 point clubbing.
All right, so starting behind the 8 ball already after the first strike. There goes any advantage that might have been there.
Competitor
Against
set.
the table as well.
Why did you not push him to the table? All right, understood.
He's asking Kerry Hatley why he doesn't push him up.
Right
to the
hand
table.
on 3.
Have we seen this leaning on the table before?
I don't think so. Is that legal?
1, 2.
Oh, takes it well.
Yep.
Recover.
He needed that for his pride.
Had to have it.
I mean, he took it very, very well. Wasn't rocked at all. I am curious about the leaning on the table, though.
Did he roll? He looked. He started rolling.
Little roll.
That is. See, that's.
Second slap,
a lot of
gentlemen.
guys have that in their
Competitor
game
set.
plan. It's a very risky
Take
strategy
right hand on
because you could
3.
be called for
That's your
flinching.
measure.
Well, you're halfway to flinching.
1, 2. Foul.
Foul again.
Another clubbing foul.
You didn't call it at all beforehand. What do you mean?
Where are you hitting with? You're hitting with the palm.
And you've done.
Look at Perez at the
Here
back.
we go. 1
Darius
point
is
Red
furious.
clubbing. 1 point Red clubbing.
This makes it almost
1 point
impossible
Red
to
clubbing.
win unless he gets a knockout.
He has to get a knockout next time out, but this is, I mean, he was the face of this sport. He came in undefeated, got knocked out last time, finally gets the slap, 2 in a row, 2 fouls.
Round 2.
That's pretty
Hand
clean.
and
That
We've
looks
had a
pretty
couple
clean.
of these. I
Right
can't remember
on
if
3. That's your
Kerry
measure.
Hatley was the one who was involved in the last one, but I
1,
would not have penalized that.
2. Fair?
Turn in that head, brother.
Oh, see, now he wants to call him on it. Dorian Perez sees what we're seeing in super slow motion. He's rolling with the slap. You can see it in super slow-mo, but in real time, it's very hard.
Just make sure you're not leaving.
Take another look.
See?
Yeah, you see it ever so slightly. And a lot of them talked about doing that this week, but as you said,
that's your measure.
A risky strategy.
He needs to knock out here or he's not going to win. Let's see if he can get it.
Got to deliver. That's it.
There's not a lot of juice on Darius' strikes in this one.
You said it, buddy, not me. Doesn't seem to be.
Recover.
And Perez, he's just getting started by the looks of it.
Yeah, again, with the table.
Right on 3, Blues right on 3. Measure.
I think that's something that needs to be addressed.
1.
Lip bleeding a little bit.
2.
Popping out of the air.
Not there.
Darius, the Destroyer, rolls with it.
He's not happy.
He's not happy at all.
Feels like that was a foul.
Well, basically, he's saying if you're calling clubbing on me, he has me up here by the ear, but we've seen the cotton fly out of the ears numerous times.
Let's take another look here.
I do understand what Darius is saying.
It was a little on the higher side.
Oh, here we go.
Perez.
Oh, he already wants a beer. He's calling for the shotgun.
Hey, even the replay on
Someone
the replay.
Get this man a happy dad.
See, I understand that, but
I think we have a few around us.
I'm a happy dad.
You are a happy dad. Dorian Perez, having a lot of fun. Gonna get the win here tonight. Also going to improve to 4-0, undefeated, so he's number 3 at heavyweight. And because of the penalties, this was not close.
Darius is fuming.
Now keep in mind, there are a few slap fighters on earth who have as much experience as Darius the Destroyer. He is now 0-2 in power slap.
You know, and that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You know, it's maybe you peak too soon.
Oh, here we go with the shotgun.
There's the beer. Steve's going to be hammered by the end of this. He does this every time.
A couple more of those. I don't know how many more Steve will do it can do.
He will do it.
Let's send it to Justin Bernard to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 30-25 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dorian Disturbing the Peace Perez.
Fuck the champion! It's me next! I'm the only undefeated heavyweight in this motherfucker! Let's go! Where's Steve? I need another beer!
Disturbing the peace, calling for another shotgun. He's a nighttime security guard on the Mexican border, says he gets his workouts in at night while he's working. That's one of the reasons that he's such a good power slapper. What an impressive performance by this young man.
Yeah, fantastic performance against somebody with a massive reputation. He went out there, he took his best shots, clearly beat him. 30-25, I mean, that's embarrassing for Darius, but big personality, massive power, and as you mentioned, the hard worker. Even when he's at work, throughout the night shift, he's working on stability, he's doing dips on the poles, he's doing pull-ups, he's working on his flexibility, and right now, he's working on a hangover in the morning because he's looking for another beer. And rightly so. Congratulations to that man, Dorian Perez.
You will never criticize a man asking for another beer. I won't either. Dana White and Power Slap teaming up to provide some of the biggest prizes of all time, and they're giving them away tonight. Win a trip to Vegas or a future UFC or Power Slap event to hang with Dana White. Steve will do it, Aiden Ross, Nelk Boys, or the Bussin' with the Boys crew. You can enter right now. Just go to powerslap.com/sweepstakes. Your best chance to win is to watch the remainder of Power Slap 2 on Rumble. Enter the code PS2 Rumble on your sweepstakes entry. Finalists will be announced tonight, right after the main event. Waylon Frost, Jesus Gaspar Diaz both appeared on season 1 of Power Slap Road to a Title. Now they're looking to get it going. Frost the favorite in this one. rising star who snuck up on some people during his introduction to the world on Power Slap, Jesus Gaspar Diaz, has some more surprises as he prepares to battle #1 contender, Waylon Frost.
As members of opposing teams on Power Slap Road to the title, the potential for drama was there between Waylon Frost and Jesus Gaspar Diaz, but the pair kept it professional as they chased down a welterweight title fight, and they expect to do the same until it's time to slap here in Vegas. Then, all bets are off as #1 contender Frost looks to follow his March split decision win over Slap Jesus with an even more emphatic victory over Montclair, California's Diaz, who knows a win over a man above him in the rankings could earn him another title shot. Coming up next, Waylon Ice Cold Frost meets Jesus Gaspar Diaz.
#2 ranked welterweight Power Slap 22-year-old Jesus Gaspar Diaz from Montclair, California. Grew up in a rough part of town, said his goal is to take care of his mom and help her get citizenship. If he can get this done tonight, it'll go a long way towards doing that. This is a guy who's been around since the beginning, was on the show, Power Slap Road to a title, and he's really kind of coming to his own. I feel like he's much more talkative lately.
Yeah, he's been working on his neck strength, his rotation. He's been working on the traps, obviously, to support the neck even more. But talking of support, we said he's still working at target. He said, well, I think so, technically. He said, I mean, I haven't been to work in 2 weeks. I think I've still got a job. I'm like, you might want to call him. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. I'm focusing on this and this only. As you said, from a very, very tough neighborhood. Said there's about 10 people murdered sadly in his neighborhood, so he keeps his head down, but now he's starting to get recognized in his community, and he's here looking for a big win on Power Slap 2.
And he has the highest peak velocity of any fighter on the card tonight. Looks kind of unassuming when he comes in with the classes, but I'll tell you what, that strike coming from Jesus Gaspar Diaz is faster than anybody we've seen, anyone who has been tested. 26 years old from Payson, Arizona. It's Waylon Ice Cold Frost. He is the #1 ranked welterweight contender, wins the toss, will strike first. One of the reasons he is a -160 favorite in this one. Love to do all the outdoor activities, wants to win enough money to buy himself a new razor.
Yeah, and Charlie said, I'm assuming you're not a married man because you're going to waste your money on a toy. I'm like, they're fantastic. Razors are awesome, according to Anthony Smith. But yeah, he said, listen, he likes Jesus. He says, Jesus is my guy, but some people are calling him the Jesus Killer because now he's up against Jesus Gaspar. Last time he went up against Slap Jesus, got the job done, won by decision, and looking for victory once again. So listen, I like Jesus Gaspar. This is all business, but I'm going to slap the shit out of him.
Well, let's see if that happens here in just a matter of moments as we take a look at the tail of the tape for Jesus Gaspar Diaz and Waylon Ice Cold Frost. Frost, 4 years older, 4 inches taller, but it's Jesus who has the 2-inch reach advantage. So the underdog coming in at +130. Let me tell you something. Nothing Jesus Gaspar Diaz surprises me. Justin Bernard, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap welterweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Out of Montclair, California, he is a #2 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Jesus Gaspar Diaz.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now, introducing his opponent, out of the red corner, he stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 164 pounds. Out of Payson, Arizona, he is a #1 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Waylon Ice Cold Frost. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Jason Herzog. Winner of the coin toss and striking first is Waylon Frost.
Competitors, center up. Competitors.
Be right here, sir.
This don't mean for me.
These two know each other very well.
Red,
you can
you've won
see
this coin
Jesus
toss.
Gaspar Diaz stepping right up next to the table. Not quite as thick as Darius the Destroyer, so
right on
he's
three.
right on it.
Right on three.
On 3 for
Right
Waylon
on
Frost.
3. 1. You see the size difference between the two of them. Way taller is Waylon Frost.
Oh! Sits him down!
Down he goes. 4. 5. Stay down, don't rush it. You're gonna do the count.
Get up, 7.
Herzog's gonna call it off. There it is.
That's it, Waylon Frost!
1 and done.
Sorry, mate. Let us hold you real quick. We got a chair here. We're gonna sit you straight down. This is the doctor right here.
I knew you had it in you, baby.
Number 1 ranked welterweight contender,
you,
getting it done
Champ, dude, you're coming for that
with
shit.
1 slap, getting a hug by Robert Trujillo. Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
Good shit, bro.
Well, he got it done with the first shot. Last time he went to a decision, clearly improved his power. Here we see Jesus Gaspar with the eyes closed, with the jaw. Went from left to right, and then he sat down and said good night.
He did have a pretty good line in our fighter meeting. He says he's going to go to hell for all the Jesus he's been slapping because he fought slap Jesus before.
Exactly.
And now it's Jesus Gaspar Diaz. I think he's going to be okay.
He's going to be okay. Forrest Griffin nearly killed the guy, though. Landed right on top of him, but look at the wind-up, look at the power straight through him. That was a hell of a slap.
Forrest Griffin wearing a catcher cam on his glasses tonight.
Absolutely. Just like last time with you.
Let's send it to Justin Bernard to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 13 seconds into round number 1, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the match for the winner by TKO, Waylon Ice Cold Frost.
Let's go, baby. Number 1, baby. Let's fucking go.
Tonight's 10-count replay brought to you by 10X World. 10X your business, 10X your income, 10X your life. Go to 10xworld.com. Here it is again, went on 3. First slap of the match.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it. You can even see it. You can see the wind-up. You can see the leverage that he got on the shot. Fair play to Gaspar Diaz, trying everything he can to get back to his feet, but just from that visual alone, I'm surprised Jason Herzog didn't stop it earlier.
Look at the crowd.
And that's the first knockout on the live broadcast. I mean, prior to going live, we got a lot of knockouts tonight.
All right, let's go to Charlie with our big winner, Waylon Ice Cold Frost.
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing he said when he got back here is, what, are we going to make this a regular occurrence every few months? And the answer to you is yes, if you keep winning. How happy are you with your performance?
I'm super stoked. It's my second knockout that I've gotten. I just want to get out there and, get a clean knockout. Nobody wants to come here and get slapped, so I was like, man, I finally won a coin toss, so let me just get this dude done firsthand. I don't even have to get slapped, so that was, feel great about it.
Yeah, I recall you said the last time you won a coin toss was in your first power slap fight back in November. So once you knew you had won, in your mind, did you have it in the bag?
Oh, it was over. I mean, whether I lost the coin toss or not, I mean, I knew I was going to win. But once I got that for the first time in a few matches, I was like, man, this is just making it all that much better, so.
Well, all it took you was 13 seconds, so let's run it back through the finish, and you can walk me through it a little bit here, because it was phenomenal.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to grab this. Here we go.
Here we go. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. Perfect form, clean, right on the button. Robert Trujillo, work with him, work with Donovan Cross. They, they really taught me to, get better on my striking. I mean, look at this form. It looks just like Robert up there, and he's the one I've been studying because, he's the cleanest form in the game, so I wanted to mimic him.
One of the funniest things you said was you're going to go to hell for all the Jesuses you've slapped. You've now knocked out 2 of them.
Oh, man.
So I don't think there's any other Jesuses left in power slap. So what's next?
Number 1, baby. I mean, the championship. I mean, I'm number 1. I just, want another one. I need a title shot, obviously.
All right, well, congratulations. Can't wait to see what's next for you.
Go back home, train, and get ready for the next one.
Awesome. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Charlie.
Oh, there's Chris Thomas, the welterweight champ who's not fighting tonight. He knows who could be on deck.
Hey, you want to talk about serious knockout power? KO Chris. Woo! That man's nasty.
Tonight's social media post brought to you by Happy Dad Hard Seltzer. No more skinny cans. How about that? Frost. Power Slap 2. Power Slap 2, Wolverine versus Debow, is presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. Certainly, we have not been disappointed thus far. 4 matches in and 1 to go on the prelim card. Alan Klingbeil is on deck and ready to roll. He won the toss. He's going to strike first in our feature prelim. Klingbeil knows a finish against #1 contender Vernon Cathy could mean a title shot in the very near future. Still 5 matches to go with a big one on the way, and it is the IT consultant against the mechanic. Vernon Cathy, the healthy -200 favorite over the less experienced, but equally dangerous Klingbeil, who sits at +160. A professional to the core, Vernon Cathy knows that a big win over Alan Klingbeil tonight could land him a second shot at the light heavyweight crown, but his focus solely on the man across from him.
One of the understated stars of Power Slap Road to the title, Kansas's Vernon Cathy slapped his way to a title shot with devastating finishes of Devin Schwann and the slap heard around the world against Amir Nuruddin. And while he fell short of grabbing gold against AJ Hinz in March, the mechanic begins the road back against hungry up-and-comer Alan Klingbeil. San Antonio's Klingbeil impressed in his Power Slap debut when he decisioned Joe Landman earlier this year. And while he respects his veteran foe, he also knows that a victory will be his ticket to big things at 205 pounds. Coming up next, Vernon, the mechanic Cathy, takes on Alan Klingbeil.
In the show, baby.
31-year-old from San Antonio, Texas. It's Alan Klingbeil. Won the toss, will go first. One of the few to win the toss and still be the underdog. He won his debut back in March with a unanimous decision over Joseph Landman, and he has been focused and ready for his second fight in the promotion.
Now, when he beat Joseph Landman, it did go to a decision. So that says to me he doesn't have the power of a Vernon Cathy. As we know, Cathy knocked everyone out with one shot. However, when he did get slapped off Joseph Landman, every single time he smiled. So he's clearly got a chin. He's built for this. He's been training hard, focused on lifting a lot of weights, focused on his cardio as well, because he said, listen, as we all know, if you're an experienced fighter, the better shape you're in, the quicker you recover. And that's, you know, recovery is an important factor when it comes to this. But right now, loving the moment, fighting out of San Antonio, Texas, an IT specialist. I'm looking forward to this one because Cathy, he's looking for redemption.
Talking to his coach, Ryan Phillips, says he's been a big help. Vernon, the mechanic, Cathy. These fighter walkouts brought to you by 10X World, 10X your business, 10X your income, 10X your life. Go to 10xworld.com. This guy's a 10X type of guy. I mean, he's a successful mechanic. He has a family farm in Kansas. He collects vintage cars. He's an actual joy to talk to, but he lost for the first time. He said it took him a couple of weeks to recover after getting rocked by A.J. Hinson Power Slap 1.
Yeah, that's right, and that was the first time that he took a shot. So as I said earlier, the word around the campfire is that he can give it, because trust me, he can give it, but he can't take it. But when you speak to Vern Cathay, he says, look, listen, I made a mistake. Under the bright lights, I made a huge mental error. I thought that my opponent was going on 3, but he was going on 2, so therefore he wasn't expecting it. He was all loose, he wasn't tensed, he didn't clench his jaw, he didn't stiffen his neck or his chin, and therefore he got knocked out, he got stopped, he lost the belt. You know, so if that's true, I can kind of understand it, but that at the end of the day is his error. Now, prior to doing this, he used to compete in the Highland Games, of course. A tremendous focus on power. You're tossing the cable, you're throwing things through the air. What does that mean? It means you generate a lot of power.
Yeah, you saw the peak force and human velocity. He's up there in the top 5 among the best as we take a look at the tail of the tape. You can see that Klingbeil, the underdog, is 3 inches taller, and they have an exact 72-inch reach. This is one I've really been looking forward to. Let's send it to Justin Bernard, our Power Slap announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap light heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, out of the blue corner, with a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in officially at 201 pounds. Out of San Antonio, Texas, Alan, the Kryptonian Klingbeil.
Whoa! Let's go!
And now, introducing his opponent out of the red corner, with a professional record, 2 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 204 1/2 pounds. Out of Gypsum, Kansas, he is a #1 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Vernon, the Mechanic Cathy. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mark Smith. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Alan Klingbeil.
Props to watch in this one. Will we hit a second round? Odd makers believe we will not. It is -130 on a first round knockout, +100 on the no, meaning we will see a second round. This is the moment of truth, in my opinion, for Vernon Cathy. He's going to have to eat another shot. As you alluded to, the first time that happened, he was on the ground.
Yes, but Klingbeil, with respect, I don't think has the power that AJ
Right hand on
does.
3. You must measure.
But let's see. You never know.
That's your measure.
You got to give it and you got to take it.
Cathy
the proof is in the pudding. Sorry, Dan.
Cathy leaning against the table again, similar to Darius the Destroyer.
Must be legal.
2.
Oh, that's a big one from Klingbeil.
I'll tell you what, lean on that table, buddy, because if you stumble, you're going home.
Good slap.
It's a good slap.
All right.
He learns it in a good stand. He's what? I don't know, man. He's okay. He's okay.
Everyone knows what time it is now, Vern. Finish him right here.
He learned from the first one. He felt like he didn't get the full 10 count.
37.
Look at that reaction.
30 seconds, Vern.
So it was like you talked about, going to a knee in boxing.
Yeah.
He took a second. He was breathing.
Good.
Now he gets a chance to display his power.
And Robert Trujillo, the coach, just said, you know what time it is. It's time to take his head off. Wait for it. Look at the face on Klingbeil.
The Mechanic landing a big one.
Good slap.
The IT specialist is the first person to take a clean shot from Vern Cathay and stay away.
Impressive.
If he's good, let's go.
You took it like a man, bro. You didn't even fucking move, bro. You know, yeah, fuck that. Let's fucking give it to him, brother. Let's give him double time, bro. Yeah, you know that motherfucker. Get straight, chalk that hand up. Let's get it going, man. Let's fucking go, baby.
Here's Dana's reaction.
Oh, we got plenty of time,
They
brother.
just
We got plenty of
smile
time.
ear.
Look at that. Hey, listen.
Give me that big thunder slap, buddy. You know
Vern
what time
was
it is.
wobbled. Let's be honest. Last time, the
was.
first time he took a
Mortal
shot,
Kombat.
he was done. Right then, he was clearly hurt.
He's never taken
Competitor
2
set.
slaps before.
Hand
This
count.
is a first for Vernon Cathy.
Right hand
Let's see
on
if he
3.
can
You must
survive.
measure.
He's
Measure.
about to.
1.
Klingbeil's looking fast.
He sends him There's no way.
8 and a 9.
Walk to me.
Come to me, baby. Come to me.
No way.
Oh, he's okay. The heart of the lion, referee Mark Smith.
They're bringing the doctor in.
That's a breather.
Essentially getting a little extra time.
That's
here
a
with the doctor
timeout.
in.
Come over here with me. Come over here.
That's a like, follow me, baby. Let me lean on you and see what you got.
No,
That's it.
That is it.
Wow.
Alan Klingbeil. Win number 2.
Stay here with me. Stay here
Yeah,
with me.
you know
No,
what?
Vern,
Listen,
you're done. It's
Vern
done.
KD complaining, not happy
Coach,
with the
watch him.
decision, storming off the stage almost now.
TKO.
Listen.
Talking to Robert Trujillo, but it wasn't a good visual.
No, it was not. And I can understand what he was saying the last time. This was the right call. This fight should not have gone on. A big upset. Alan Klingbeil, a plus 160 dog. Tonight's Monster Knockouts brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast.
As we see here, Alan Klingbeil, a huge second shot, drops Vern Casey to the canvas, and they've got to learn. You've got to stay down, use the whole count, stay on one knee, and then stand at the last second. This visual like this, crawling, falling, stumbling, trying to get up, and I respect that. They want to get up, they want to show they're still in it, but you got to play the game, take advantage of the rules. Wow, he's eating canvas there. That's not a good look though, is it? Let's be honest.
No, but I do have a question on that last one. He kind of fell backwards. They didn't step, but he kind of fell backwards. I'm talking about Klingbeil. I'd like to take another look at it. Let's send it to Justin Bernard to make things official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 21 seconds into round number 2, referee Mark Smith calls a stop to the match for the winner by TKO, Alan, the Kryptonian Klingbeil.
The IT specialist from San Antonio going to be climbing the light heavyweight rankings as he takes out the #1 contender, Vernon Cathy, who rips off his shirt. He's jumping up and down, trying to show that he has his wits about him. He is not happy at all. But I'll tell you what, Klingbeil laid it on him here as he's going to get a chance to shotgun a beer with Steve. Will do it too. Listen to this. Oh God.
I mean, sudden impact. Listen to that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walk to me.
I think it was the right call. That sounded like a gunshot, a car crash.
Sickening. Hey, Klingbeil.
I think Jimmy had the best reaction next to it. He had to keep
Let's go, Jimmy.
That was a good one. I can't tell you how much I enjoy this. I mean, it's fun.
It's amazing.
It's pure entertainment.
Pure entertainment.
And the only place in the world you can get it is on Rumble. Let's go.
I love Rumble.
Let's go.
I can't wait for this next one, though. We got a big superstar here. We got a guy that talks a lot of trash, a guy that's made waves, got a massive following. He's got an even bigger mouth. I'm talking about Slap for Cash.
Yeah, Slap for Cash going to be coming up here in a few minutes against Dane Viernes. And
Alan Klingbeil. I mean, what a guy. He's so unassuming.
You talked about him. This is Wolverine, the current baddest man in Power Slap. He arrived a short time ago, the heavyweight champ, always cool, always calm, always prepared to send his opponent to another planet. This man shocked the slap world with his upset of Darius the Destroyer. Now he's looking to do the same against his former assistant coach and friend. That, of course, is one Damian Debow. And Debow knows exactly what's at stake here. The youngest competitor on the card at just 21 years old. He also has the heaviest hand. Nobody has gone through testing with more human force or impact than this future lawyer. He's a couple of credits shy of getting his undergraduate degree at UCF, and then he plans on taking the LSAT and moving on to law school. Middleweight champ John the Machine Davis. He's in the building as well. He will be in the first of 3 title fights tonight, riding a 3-fight win streak into his first title defense. Davis gets up at 3 a.m. so he can train before and after his day job as a welder. This guy living up to his nickname in more ways than one. He is a machine, my goodness. And how about his opponent? Also in the house, Wesley Drain, the Tahlequah, Oklahoma native, has set some lofty goals. He wants to have belts in multiple combat sports, and he expects to be the first in Power Slap tonight to get that belt. And he has a plan. He says it's in the works, and he's working his way towards a belt. The champs are in the building, and we are ready to bring the smoke here in Las Vegas. The main card for Power Slap 2, Wolverine versus the belt, starts right now.